Barbershop conversation, guys. Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Um, I just saw the interview with Terence Crawford and Charlemagne on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne told Terence Crawford that Errol Spence is going to beat him, and then while that's humorous and everything, what even more stands out is that Terence Crawford is on the Breakfast Club, and I have no doubt in my mind that he feels the pressure to promote himself. I have no doubt in my mind that someone in his camp saw my videos and other people's videos who say that he's not being promoted well enough. And by his own admission on this interview, he said uh, that he's not doing the best job to promote himself. And I'm actually happy. I'm actually thrilled. That commentary is important because now we have a title. I have a title to get you guys to click. Charlemagne tells Terence Crawford that Errol Spence is gonna beat him. Now you see how polarizing that title is. That may make hip hop.com, whatever, hip hop early. You understand what I'm saying? Two dope boys. You guys know what I'm saying? Those type of websites, and that's why it's so important that that Puerto Rican kid in the Bronx knows who Terence Crawford is, and he got his 18-minute introduction to see who Terence Crawford is. And at the end of the day, as I'm not sure if you guys heard my interview with the Charlos, my job is to promote y'all, and to promote you guys the best way as I can is to talk to you guys, communicate with you guys, and if you talk to other people, I make that polarizing. I enhance it if I can by engaging 22,000 other people, and I'm thoroughly excited. The interview was cool, you know. DJ Interview don't know much about boxing, so it wasn't a three-way conversation. It was more Charlemagne. But the cool thing about it is he represents the fan that we want to attract, you know. So congratulations, Terence Crawford. I thought it was exceptional that you were actually on your press tour. Errol Spence is right behind you. I believe he's going to New York to do the Breakfast Club and everywhere else, and rightfully deserved. So I think Errol Spence leaves today, if I'm not mistaken. He goes on his press tour. So same thing what Terence Crawford did is what he's going to do. So fasten your seatbelt, guys. It's going to be about a 24-month build up if they can win. I'm not assuming that they're going to win because they both got to go through some sort of hell if they want to meet each other. So, but I'm just thrilled, man. This is the first time where I've seen Terence Crawford human. You know, the Terence Crawford I know is not in a spiritual form, but in a competitive form, demonic, evil, vicious, competitive, cutthroat. You understand what I'm saying? He's the guy. He is the one. He is one of the one fighters. I mean, obviously, as a novice fighter and a fan of boxing and the media member, by all intents purposes, I can't beat these guys up, right? But he's one of the few fighters where just based off of his ability to not quit, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'll turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? He's that dude, man. So you know he's a menace. You know what I mean? Just based off of outward perception. So I'm thrilled. I'm excited. Terence Crawford, thank you, thank you, thank you. You just added uh, 10,000 new fans that's going to inquire about you. 10,000 people just Googled you, man. 10, 20,000 new people will Google you by watching this interview. I'm like, who's Terence Crawford? You know, I know who Floyd Mayweather is. I know who Adrian Broner is. You know what I mean? And now your press guy got to tell people to ask you questions about Floyd Mayweather, to ask you questions about Adrian Broner, to ask you questions about Kanye's new album, to ask questions about Jay-Z's album. You know, these things that's going to stand the test of time, not these farewell questions like, um, you know, uh, these short-term topics. You know, these are more long-term polarizing topics. You know, what's his impression of Jay-Z's new album, him doing the album with his wife, the Pusha T, Drake's new album coming up. Like you gotta have these moments when you're doing an interview. You understand what I'm saying? That will go much further than that week or that day in which he did the interview. So I'm sure he has dope people around him. Julie is exceptional. She does it. She's she does it great. She does it. I don't believe she works for Top Rank. I think she's independently um, She works for herself, if I'm not mistaken, and she does the best of her capabilities. You know, I did an interview with her for the so you guys can get a chance to know who she is. She is the young white girl that I did Saturday night on the Gary Russell. So go to May 29th and look up Terence Crawford's manager or PR lady. She's dope. You know, she's had the awards, all the Andres, all the Durrells, Shakur Stevenson, Terence Crawford, and she just does an exceptional job. So, congratulations to her. Congratulations to Terence Crawford. I'm excited, man. This is refreshing, man, that Terence Crawford was on the Breakfast Club. I was actually excited because I knew he went on Friday, but I was kind of disappointed I had to wait till Monday because I know they do their interviews the day before. So so yeah, man, it's coming. This fight is coming, guys. How patient do we have to be? It's all contingent upon Errol Spence facing the winner of Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and he definitely has to win those. I for real, man. I don't see how. Okay, I'll use Floyd Mayweather as the example. Floyd Mayweather at the A level didn't really wash anybody outside of Diego Corrales. Like he beat him, like Cotto. He had to go through hell to beat Cotto, and that's what I believe you has to happen. I don't believe none of these guys get knocked out. I'm just being honest. You may get knocked down, you know, because that happens in fighting, but I don't think you can knock out Keith Thurman. I don't think you can knock out Danny Garcia. I don't think you can knock out Errol Spence. It's just so hard to do when people are in their physical prime. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, I just don't believe it at the A level. Now, these B and C level, D level fighters like the Ocampos and the Jeff Horns, yeah, you can stop those guys, but it's hard, man. I don't know if you guys share that sentiment, but at this A level, you know, ask Keith Thurman about Sean Porter. I mean, Sean Porter, by his own admission, said that left hook by Keith Thurman was the hardest he's ever been hit, and he didn't fall. He's in his physical prime. He's an A-level fighter. You know, Keith Thurman was hit with a body shot multiple times, but that shot by Sean Porter combined with the physical exhaustion he endured, he didn't take a knee. You understand what I'm saying? Oscar De La Hoya got knocked out. Ocampo got knocked out. You understand what I'm saying? At this A level, man, it is so hard to stop these guys. You know, Floyd Mayweather against Cotto, you know, that's the prime example of, that's my go-to fight anyway when I want to break, when I talk about character, when I talk about toughness, when I talk about the ability to endure, to go to the fourth and fifth gear. Floyd had to go to the fourth and fifth gear. You understand? Cotto was on his A-plus game that night, I thought. You understand what I'm saying? But Floyd says, you know what? I'm extraordinary. You know, God took his time and created me to do this boxing thing, and that's what he showed. And the winner of this PBC tournament that they're having will be facing Terence Crawford. And because it's a polarizing topic, I will continuously do Terence Crawford, Errol Spence videos. But I'm not over. I'm. And you guys may say because of my relationship with the Porters. No. Listen, guys. I'm very pragmatic when it comes to this, man. You don't see blowouts in the NBA Finals when both teams are healthy. You know, you don't see shit like that for the most part. You know, we have something special with the Golden State Warriors, but at the end of the day, most of these series go 6 and 7 games. You know, Michael Jordan was the best player in the world, but he won on a jump shot by John Paxson against the Phoenix Suns. You understand what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol, two extraordinary guys. They needed help from Ron Artest that night against the Boston Celtics. You know, Ray Allen saved LeBron James' career. If Ray Allen doesn't make that jump shot, LeBron James only wins one championship in Miami. You understand what I'm saying? It just happens. There's no blowouts at this level for the most part. I would say 85% of these things are ultra competitive. You get that 15%, that outlier type of experience where one person just dominates. Yeah, that 15% is not human. It's not human, but not regular. The 85% is more realistic, and that's what I foresee. So um, Errol Spence, enjoy your time. I enjoyed my time in Dallas. I think you're an extraordinary fighter. I think you're special. I think you have the character to enhance the sport of boxing. I think that your ability to be human in a non-human experience, meaning that you got 12,600 people literally rooting for you. There was no hater in that. I mean, give or take a few, plus minus 1,000, but they were there for Errol Spence. You understand what I'm saying? And it was an exciting night, and we'll see, man. So Terence Crawford, he knows this fight ain't gonna happen no time soon. He knows he has to beat Jose Benavidez, and if you have an Eddie Hearn fighter, maybe he can get an Eddie Hearn fighter. Golden Boy doesn't really have any, so maybe maybe he can. No, he won't catch weight. No way Kell Brook takes that. I'm just thinking of mega fights that he could take to enhance his cachet. Amir Khan, that's probably the only one, but I don't foresee him fighting a PBC fighter because of the tournament that's going on over there. And realistically, this is a tournament, and it's a healthy tournament. Um, Hopefully, we get Sean Porter, Danny Garcia announced sometime soon. That's definitely going to be one for the ages. Definitely going to be one for the ages. That's going to be a hell of a fight. I think that's a 50-50 fight. Styles make fights, but whoever imposes their will, I believe, will win that fight. I've even told Kenny Porter, I said, that's a 50-50 fight, yo. You know what I mean? And that's it. I think Keith Thurman is emotionally out of touch with boxing. So even if he came back, if he had to endure another Sean Porter fight, I don't think that he can get there physically, or spiritual or emotionally. He can get himself in that space. You understand what I'm saying? I think that he's not there. I don't know if he can ever get it back. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, fasten your seatbelt, guys. Every 5 months, we're getting a monster of a fight, guys. And I think that's fair. 4 to 5 months. We got to build it up. We got to build the name cachets, And after this Deontay Wilder thing gets ironed out, as I told you, I thought that would be the second fight. But it looks like it will be. And looks like I'll be right once again. No, I'm fucking with y'all. But Terence Crawford, as I digress back into the subject, Terence Crawford, congratulations. People called me a hater. I was doing a genius move by making you polarizing. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't know they didn't come out with the numbers for ESPN Plus app, so that means it didn't do well. All right, or as well as they anticipated. Because if you make any person go through 3 or 4 steps to get to where they need to go, they're not going to consider it, right? It's like changing the oil versus changing a gasket head, right? The oil is easy, right? It's few steps, but to change a gasket head or you know what I mean, they're different, and people didn't want to go through that. I personally didn't want to go. Thank goodness I had a fight that night. I had the Charlos and the Leo Santa Cruz, but I knew it was going to be uploaded on YouTube by the time I got home, which was like 1:32 a.m. in the morning. So I linked on that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I'm happy that you're getting your exposure, because at the end of the day, I want you, Terence Crawford, to make as much money as you deserve. I want that big fight to be life-changing. I want it to be able to feed your great-grandkids. Since this is Errol Spence, I want Errol Spence, his great-grandkids, to get paid, and everyone is happy, but I don't doubt it. And this is why I tell you guys, when you guys do videos, people are watching. So I think when you tell your truth versus be emotional and tell your truth, I think that's the key. Errol Spence's team was like, man, barbershop. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? So that goes to show you, even if the main principal isn't watching your videos, their camp is. You understand? Like, And I want you guys to know that. You know, boxing isn't really the mainstream sport, so you don't get a million views. But if you get 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 500 views, it's a concentrated audience. No one, no one that loves basketball per se Google's boxing. You understand? People who love boxing Google boxing. Like like your wife or girlfriend will Google LeBron James, right? Because of that gay ass outfit he wore with that purse, right? But your wife will not Google what did Terence Crawford. We don't do videos on what Terence Crawford, like the lifestyle, and that's what we're here to do. If we have to engage in people's lifestyle combined with asking real life questions as it pertains to the sport of boxing and having caveats of their lifestyle, that's what we have to do to promote the fight. You know, so that's where we're at, man. Congrats, man. I'm thrilled. Like I'm thrilled. This title alone is gonna like force you to click it, right? And that's what I want. I want you to click on it and enhance Terence Crawford's profile. You know, and he said coming soon. He might be leaving Top Rank. You know, because he said real soon. He asked him a question, and see that's the catch about if you had people who knew about boxing, they would have said, when does your contract expire with Top Rank? And that's the question that I want to know. When does your contract? He also said Floyd Mayweather is thrilled. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't want Terence Crawford? He's a bad motherfucker. He's top five. He's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. So, anyways, man, we're gonna end this video. You got anything to say, Lincoln? Daddy loves doing videos all day. So, anyways, man, tell the people. See you later.
See you later, people.
And barbershop conversations. Feel free, hit the subscribe button, and we're going to go visit another school. How many schools have we been to, Lincoln?
Oh, 2.
We've been to too many trying to find you a school, man. So that's what we're on now. I'm trying to find him a school for September. And
2 schools.
yeah, so barbershop conversation, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And I'm forever grateful and thankful for you guys for tuning in and trusting the brother. And Terence Crawford, salute, man. I salute. I personally think I did my job that week. Because if I would have said Terence Crawford fights Jeff Horn, I think it wouldn't have done nothing for you. I think me challenging you in the title and didn't going the other way in the actual video, I think that brought attention. I know someone in your camp watched the video. Hopefully Bomac watched it. Hopefully you watched it. Hopefully your girlfriend watched it. You know what I mean? Hopefully your best friends, someone in your gym watched the video. And I think I did an extraordinary job because 10 days later, you're on a press tour. And I'm not saying that I am the reason for it. I think it's just peripheral pressure. Anyways, barbershop conversations. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.